After the almost salvation that Hasagawa got in the last episode, he almost managed to get away, but no, I don't believe that death itself would allow him to get off easy. But now that that's out of the way, what is Gintama going to thrust upon our eyeballs today? Honestly, I'm not expecting much, yet I'm pretty sure that Gintama is going to actually pull it off once again. I say it quite often, but I still don't know how Gintama has built itself on a foundation of constantly being really dumb and underperforming, and yet it's always entertaining in the end, isn't it? I believe it may have something to do with my own personal enjoyment of jokes that waste your life. The ones that build themselves up for 5 to 10 minutes and then don't have a punchline. That's Gintama though, isn't it? So let's see what this one is. Wait. I don't know what they're going to do, but any play on old stuff. Elizabeth. Oh no. But any play on old silent movies. I have actually got a few. Well, I don't have the VHSs anymore. I had quite a few, but I've also got some DVDs of old silent movies, and they're only just sound acquired versions. If you haven't seen Laurel and Hardy, I would recommend it. Run! Basically, South Park animated Elizabeth. Is this a pigeon? And that hatred for the insect dissipated incredibly quickly. Honey up. Why is it that hatred dissipated again? But why is it that butterflies and flowers can anger Elizabeth so? There are some pretty dumb mascots in. Yeah, that would turn anyone off, I imagine. The contrast of Elizabeth with the background could be upped slightly. For instance, to get more, so you can see the characters better. Michael, nice. But yeah, to see the characters better, the paint faces brighter and give them lipstick and whatnot so that it shines out more. I see the police force haven't changed at all. That isn't a. What did I just say about the wasting your life jokes? A true master in the making there. You don't have a sign because you used it to attack the pedoro. Is this the first time we've seen Elizabeth in a quandary about not being able to speak? Usually it finds a way to manifest those signs out of thin air. Welcome back. What did you buy? Same thing. An abusive relationship, as to be expected with silent films. I mean, what? There's no way I'm even pretending to start reading those. Really? They even got the whole mice eating Kenny thing from South Park. I don't know if that came from somewhere beforehand first, but wow, that was, what, 8 minutes of that? The problem with silent films is they use it. It does base a lot of jokes and comedy around slapstick humor because that's what's represented best through just a visual medium. And I think I liked it better before Elizabeth's inner persona didn't have such a girthy figure. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that anymore, no. I thought I'd have a lot more to say regarding a entire segment of silent film, but okay. Usually it's best not to just have a whole bunch of text as exposition. And also narrations along that line. Kind of like the lazy route out. Gucci, don't know. Yeah, that's Gintoki. We're getting a first person's perspective episode. But it's poured now. You know what? I should be disgusted by coffee and strawberry milk, but in my current state of mind, I feel like trying it. So he hasn't been here for a while then. The guy's forgotten what he looks like. How much did the animation team just swipe a bit of money off the top, put it in their own pockets by doing these entirely static scenes with just a bit of steam effect. Oh yeah, you can badmouth anyone you want. Okay. The rules of engagement of this little store is more than I would have expected. So it's essentially a confessional. Don't give Gintoki that beginning. Complain all you want. Oh no. And we have who joined. I'm bad with voices generally, so am I going to be able to guess? Is that Hijikata? Yeah, we don't want to be left on an empty screen where there's no one doing anything. Yeah, pretend you don't know each other. Oh, okay. Does he have a little fridge just for mayonnaise in case he comes along? And I'm guessing I was correct by that voice then. And what was that rumbling in the background? Are we just going to ignore that? Or was that just him pouring on the mayonnaise? Who? Don't know who that would be. Basically, we're having an episode of this is what. This. Yeah. First person moaning to your bartender type episode. Sharing each other's misery, even though we know all of it anyway. Yeah, he's not that bad of a character. Yeah, he tells them to die, but it's said with love. Remember to forget everything. Yep, number 4. That is a integral part of this experience. Let's ignore our previous conversation. Oh, you drank to make it easier for when you drink. I know people that go by that philosophy. Ah. So we got Gori-san, Mayo Samurai. What was the name that he gave to Gintoki? He's. Please don't mention UFOs again. They might actually come down and finish the job of changing into screwdrivers. Remember, you've got to. No one knows each other here. They're the rules of the place. There's several gorillas floating around this place. I hope that's tears. If it was coming from his eyes, that's probably the best. We have to pay your bill. I know that he's meaning well, but Gintoki's really getting into this. Listen to everyone else's problems. Pretend you don't know each other. He's just the guy to like this kind of experience, getting to know all the dark stories that go on. Okay. Now you're bad mouthing someone that means quite. Oh no, means quite a bit to two of the people that frequent this shop. Even he knows the horror of accepting that gift. Can't squidge up a bit. To think such a small stall such as this can have such a lively and varied customer base. I think we're down to 3 people. It's your imagination. Well, they do say the imagination is the I don't even want to finish my thought there. Just trying to imagine how they would have animated this if we were seeing it from the other side. Ooh. Hmm. And, and just like that, Gori-san becomes just another statistic. Do you really want to say that so loudly after what you've just witnessed? Ah. The nervous laugh. Yep. The fact that some of the others had their own nicknames. Somehow. Keep that honorifics alive if he wants to stay living, yeah. Stay above 0 HP. Oh, and don't eat the eggs. Who's she going to complain about that's going to turn up? Yeah, her damn younger brother really needs to man up. I'm kind of sure that Gintoki has his own complaints about Shinpachi. These... Gee. Kind of appropriate. Some of these complaints are actually... they have some merit. He must cry a lot. I hope it's got nothing to do with chin, etc. etc. Why was there a just away in there? Loving. Remember, no one knows anyone in this place. I wonder if anyone comes to this place to complain about themselves. I can guess Hasegawa might be one of them. Oh, where did it go? It's quite a good murder weapon, you just eat it later. Wow, the only person to actually have paid. But he's never told a story of his own. Because you get some sort of perverse pleasure out of it. I guess there is some truth in that statement there. If we didn't care to a little degree. I think he just upped and left. A bit of character progression is never bad. I'm not sure this will end well. Told you. Huh. There was a... That was back. Aren't you glad you missed that story? I'm gonna be honest, it's not the first time I've seen that kind of storyline pulled off before, where it's alluding to everyone that you usually know. Turns out, oh, these are just complete randomers. Ha 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 ha, gotcha. So I should have guessed it, but at the same point, it's Gintama. Why even try to second guess it? Who would have thought that there are so many people who can make lethal eggs in this place? Do they not have home economics in these schools? And now that's just gotten me thinking, if there are people so close to the descriptions of those we already know, is there someone who could be mistaken for me? What a dire world that would be. Oh god. It's been a while since I've had this kind of reaction. I have honestly sat here for a couple of minutes just contemplating everything. In the past, it's been a pivotal scene of desperation and suffering that's happened in maybe Re:Zero or something. But now it's 20 minutes of staring at the same old guy's face while he's not actually preparing any foods and only gave me one drink. I mean, how am I supposed to get through the entire thing with only one? At least leave the bottle. But since there is basically an eternal lockdown at the minute, there's not many of us that have the luxury of going out to these all-you-can-complain establishments. So unfortunately, the guys and girls on my Discord have had to put up with me. And that might explain why I've been hemorrhaging subscribers recently. But if you've been enjoying Gintama and the twists and turns it can take you down and the different routes on storytelling, let me know by leaving a like on the video, maybe even subscribing. I don't want to say that this episode was a pivotal moment of Gintama, but I'm sure that many of us will remember exactly where we were when we first saw it. Get a quick bit of rest. If nothing else, then just to cleanse your mind, so that you can start again with the next one. I finally see the appeal of reaction videos, because that is essentially what I just watched. And so I want to give my thanks to Sal, Raywin, Denamet1997, Shiwan, Stinsfire, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Big Boy, Dark Shadow, 7899 and everyone else, because you definitely have better staying power than I do. If I had to see my face day in and day out, I would have left a long time ago.